Alright, Shalom, Israel. This is Brother Azariah from WFI Jersey, Philly, coming back with another video, giving all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, which the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai, which the world calls Jesus Christ. Shalom. Lord willing, you brothers and sisters are waxing mightier and mightier in your faith, and if it be in the will of the Lord, you're also increasing in your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in these last days. Alright, so with that being said, the topic of this video is, why is my woman so wicked? All right, because there's brothers out there, you may be dealing with a wicked woman. All right, she won't humble down, she's unsubmissive to you. All right, you ask her to do something, she give you an attitude. All right, you might just be dealing with a lion-like woman. All right, you got women out there that's lion-like. All right, let me grab this precept real quick. This is the book of Sirach 26 and verse 7. It says, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. So imagine you got a yoke of iron upon your neck. All right, you got a yoke of iron attached to your wrist. All right, you got yokes of iron connected to your feet. Now, with yokes of iron, there's always a chain, all right, that's connected to those yokes of iron. All right, it's not just a yoke of iron and then that's it. All right, and there's chains connected. So imagine someone was to take the chains that are connected to the yokes of iron and they're shaking them while they're all on your body. All right, imagine having a yoke of iron in your neck. All right, kind of like a leash, and they got the chain connected to it. All right, you got somebody holding the chain and they're just shaking the chain. All right, it's gonna cause discomfort to your neck. Your neck's gonna be in pain. So the Lord said an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. All right, having an evil woman, it brings discomfort to your life. All right, and your life is a living hell when you got a wicked woman. Because wicked woman, let me get this one more precept to go with that. All right, having a wicked woman, that's no joke, man. All right, if you dealing with that, Lord willing, this video will be edifying for you. All right, this is the book of Proverbs 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house. So you have women that are wise, they build their house. All right, a wise woman, she gonna see those yokes of iron on your neck. She gonna kind of get the key. She gonna find the key and unlock the chain. All right, and cause you to be free. All right, she's gonna build her house up. She's gonna take care of the children. All right, she's gonna take care of whatever responsibility she may have in the house. All right, and not only that, she's gonna help build her man up. All right, she's gonna cause her man to be more confident. All right, she's gonna breathe confidence into her man. She's gonna breathe upliftings into her man. She's gonna always be there to help her man. All right, if her man needs somebody to talk to, she's always there. A wise woman is gonna be a man's best friend and lover. All right, your best friend, they're not gonna do anything to harm you, and anything that they know will bring harm to you, they're gonna try to, get it as far away from you as possible. All right, they're not gonna bring things that harm you, directly into your vicinity. All right, so that can bring harm to you. That's not your friend, that's an enemy. All right, so as I said, as the Lord said, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. See that? So a wicked woman, she gonna have this house and she gonna pluck it down with her own hands. All right, see that? She gonna pluck it down with her own hands. She's gonna be wicked. All right, instead of uplifting her husband, she's gonna shame her husband, man. All right, breathing slanders and threats out of her mouth. All right, she might put hands on you, man. It's off. You got women, and there's a woman out there that's bold enough, and they'll put their hands on you. All right, that woman, she's plucking down her own house. All right, she's not raising up the kids. All right, and even if she is raising the kids, say she got a son. Instead of putting that son, in pants, all right, she putting a dress on the son. Like what's her name? Gabrielle Union. Dwayne Wade's wife. All right. Hey, that woman, she's plucking down her house. She's plucking down her house so much that Dwayne Wade went on live TV. All right, live TV, knowing the fan base he has and the amount of people, and it's not just people, the amount of men that look up to him. He went on live TV and said, hey, I don't think the man should be the leader of the house. What the hell is that? That's madness. All right, a man coming on TV, all right, a grown man at that, all right, he's coming on live TV. What is he? He's like 6'5", 6'4", all right, this big man, all right, he's gonna come on TV and say, look, hey, I don't think the man should be running the house. So if the man shouldn't run the house, who should run the house, brother? What do you think he's telling you subconsciously in your mind? He's telling you, hey, my woman, she runs my house. And she might have peer pressured him into saying that. You know, look, if you don't go on TV and say this, hey, when you come home, hey, we're not doing nothing in the bed tonight. All right, we're not doing nothing when we go home. I ain't cooking. I ain't cleaning. I ain't doing nothing. And you got to go sleep on the couch. Downstairs. In the basement. All right, you got men, they allow their women to control them in that way. See, so these are the type of women, hey, they plug down their house. You know, there's bricks, and they taking the bricks. And it don't matter how much labor, how much it hurts their own hands to pluck these bricks down from this house. Hey, she's gonna do it. Why? Because she's a wicked woman. Now, let's go to another precept. Let's get this in the book of Ecclesiastes. All right, the 7th chapter. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 26. It says, I find more bitter than death the woman. All right. See that because the woman, a woman has a lot of power over a man. All right. A woman can build up a man, and she can also pluck down a man. All right. Look at Samuel. I mean, not Samuel. Look at Samson, Salakia. All right, look at Samson. Hey, that man, he was a mighty man. That man he tore a lion open, man, as if he was renting a kid, it says. All right, that's how easy it was for this man to rent this lion open. And this man, he destroyed thousands of men, all right, with just a bone. That's a strong and valiant man. And ultimately, what? He was brought down by a woman. This man lost his eyes. And ultimately, he lost his strength. He lost his eyes. And ultimately, he lost his life. You see, these are the things. This is what a wicked woman could do. All right? Can just utterly destroy you, man. And on a spiritual level, and she can not physically make you lose your strength, but any strength you have as a man, and she can cause you to lose it. All right? And your eyes to see, she can cause you to be blind. You got men out there, all right, they literally allow their woman. And I'll give an example. In high school, there's this brother I knew very well. All right? Now, I really knew this brother. Now, he had a woman. And this woman, you know, plucked out his eyes on a spiritual level to the point where we was in a lunch line and he was standing right there in front of his woman. You know, it was talking or whatever. And then she started talking to other men right in front of his face and was grabbing other men's, you know, backsides. All right? Literally in front of her man. You know, I kind of looked back at him. And then I kept watching what was going on. I'm like, I don't know what the hell this is. The very same thought that came to my mind was, this could never be me. All right? That could never be me. But you see, his eyes is so plucked out, he can't even see when his woman is doing things she shouldn't be doing. All right? And then you can lose your life. You just drained of all your energy. You don't want to do nothing. There's some people that suffer heartbreak from women, all right, and then they go home and they sulk and they don't go outside. Now they got PTSD. They don't want to go outside. All right, they don't want to talk to any woman. They just don't want to do anything. They just want to lay down all day. All right, listen to sad music all day. See, so this is what a woman could do to you, man. Let me read this again in Ecclesiastes 7:26. It says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Here's the point. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her. It says, but the sinner shall be taken by her. What is that telling you? See, if you're a righteous man, if you're doing what you should be doing as a man, all right, you're keeping the commandments of the Lord, you're repenting daily, all right, you're being as righteous as you possibly can, you're going to escape from wicked women. Your wife's not going to be wicked. The Lord's not going to bring you into the path of a woman that's wicked. All right. If you're doing righteous works, the Lord's not going to make your wife wicked. That's playing upon tables. It says, whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Let's get another precept to link up with that. All right, this is the book of Sirach 26 and verse 23. It says, Slakia. All right, this is Sirach 26 and 23. It says, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So that's a man that truly fears the Lord. He's doing exactly what he's pleasing the Most High. If you're a man that's pleasing the Most High, your wife's not going to be wicked. Your wife's not going to torment you. Your wife is not going to be as a scorpion in your hand, as we read in Sirach 26. All right. So what does that mean? Some of you brothers got to take accountability. All right. You have to take some accountability and you got to self-reflect. All right. Let me get this real quick in the book of Proverbs 11 and verse 3. All right. A lot of you brothers that's dealing with wicked wives, they don't respect you, they're dishonoring you. It's because there's something that you're not doing. There's something wrong that you're doing. You're not doing something right. All right. Now, this is not always the case, but for the most part, this is the case. This is thus saith the Lord. You see, I didn't come up and say this and make this up myself. I didn't lay down in my bed. All right. Then I had a dream and said, look, I'm going to come out here and go on camera and say these things that I'm saying. No, the Most High is saying these things. All right. This is the book of Proverbs 11 and verse 3. It says the integrity of the upright shall guide them. So a man that has integrity is a man that's honest. Integrity is when someone has integrity, he's an honest man or she's an honest woman. All right, she's a fair man. She's a fair he's a fair man or she's a fair woman. All right, in a relationship, the relationship between a man and a woman or a wife and a husband, all right, there has to be fairness. All right, you as a man, you can't expect your woman to humble down and to be submissive to you, all right, and to respect you and honor you if you don't respect and honor your wife. All right, you have to have respect to your wife. You can't just disrespect her and say anything you want and say and spew out abominable words, and then in return you want her to obey you. In return, you want her to be submissive to you. That's a false balance. The Lord, let's get this in Proverbs 11 and 1. It says a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. It says, so there has to be a just weight and a just balance. Now, am I condoning the fact that, look, hey, when a man is, say for example, again, say you have a man, he's just disrespecting his wife. All right, and then the wife in return, she's being disrespectful. Am I condoning that? Am I saying, look, that's a good thing? Hey, it is what it is. No, the woman, she shouldn't reciprocate that wickedness that her husband is reciprocating or spewing out. But at the same time, you got to understand the woman is the weaker vessel. Let me get this in 1 Peter 3 and verse 7. All right. This is the book of 1 Peter 3 and verse 7. It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. So if you have to deal with your wife according to knowledge, disrespecting your wife, talking to her as she's trash, treating her like trash, treating her like she's just the sandal that's on your foot. And you when you got sandals on, you come inside, you just kind of throw your sandals off. All right, it don't matter where they go, you just kind of kick them off. It is what it is. Wherever they land, they land. That's not dealing with your woman according to knowledge. A man that's dealing with his wife according to knowledge, he's going to show respect to his wife. All right? Even when she's disrespecting you, you still show respect, because ultimately that positive energy that, you're trusting the Lord, you have trust in the Lord that if you continue to have respect towards her, although she's being wicked towards you, hey, look, the Lord's going to change her heart and her countenance, and then she's going to become more understanding. She's going to become more submissive. All right? Hey, this thing has a lot to do with trusting in the Lord. All right? Me personally, if my wife was being wicked and she was breathing out threatenings and slanders, most high willing, all right, the spirit I'm operating in right now, Lord willing, hey, if she's treating me a certain type of way, I'm going to continue to show respect. All right? I'm going to continue to show respect because I trust that the Lord is going to see my uprightness. He's going to see that I'm dealing in knowledge and understanding and discernment. I'm using discernment. I trust that the Lord is going to look upon my light and he's going to bless me for that. Some of you brothers, you'll say, oh, well, she's disrespecting me. Hey, I'm going to disrespect her. Well, brother, then it's going to be an ongoing cycle. You're not changing anything. All right? If you're playing basketball, right? If you're playing basketball and you shoot like this. You notice when you keep shooting like this every time, it's a brick. You don't make the shot. All right? But you say, look, I'm comfortable doing this. I'm most comfortable shooting like this. But every time it results in a missed shot or a brick or an air ball, all right? Hey, don't expect anybody to pass you the ball. When you come to the basketball court, don't expect anybody to pick you up. But hey, guess what? I tell you this. If you're shooting like this and everyone sees you shooting like that and you're missing, and then one day you come to the court, right? You come to the court and you kind of change your shot. Now you're shooting like this. And they kind of watching you and it's going in. All right? At first they might not pick you up because they're like, nah, it might be a fluke. All right? He might be getting lucky. All right? And then the next hour may pass and you still shooting like that. And you just keep on making it. Now they're starting to watch and they're going to say, you know what? Hey, he got a good shot. He fixed his jump shot. Hey, look, we're going to recruit him to the team. It's the same thing with your wife. All right? If she's disrespecting you, all right? Hey, look, you can't just keep disrespecting her. All right? You're not gonna get anywhere. But as soon as you change up that jump shot and she sees that you're changing up that jump shot, hey, look, she's gonna start respecting you. All right, it's playing upon tables. All right, I'll give you another one. If you're say you're at the lake and you're fishing, right? You fishing at the lake and you're trying to catch whatever fish out there, all right? Now you cast your rod into the sea. You're sitting there and you're waiting for the fish. Some people, they'll cast their rod into the sea and they'll have some mechanism holding up their rod so that, they don't have to kind of tend to the rod. They can go and do something else. If they want to make a sandwich, they don't got to kind of hold the rod with one hand and they're trying to struggle to make the sandwich with their left hand. All right? They have something that holds up the rod. Now, say you throw your rod into the sea and you have something holding up your rod and you're waiting for the fishes to come. Now you call yourself fishing for fish. Now say after you do that, you go and pick up stones. You pick up stones and you throw in the stones where your rod is casted and where your bait is. Do you think any fish are gonna come to your bait? No, you're scattering the fish now. See that? Just like, again, when you're dealing with your wife, you want her to respect you, but you don't show her any respect. I mean, she's just gonna continue to disrespect you. All right, as I said, you ain't gonna catch no damn fish. Those that have ears to hear, they will hear this. And those that are rebellious, you got certain men that are rebellious and they just like to be lions. If you're a lion-like man, you're not gonna adhere to this message that the Most High is teaching you. Are you gonna hear this and no, man, to hell with that? You know, hey, some brothers think respecting your wife is being a simp. How does that make any sense? Wouldn't you want respect? Let me get this precept real quick. All right, if you want respect, you got to give out respect. This is the book of Sirach 33 and verse 30. It says, if thou have a servant, now obviously your wife is not your servant, all right? But it's the same concept. All right, what we're about to read. Sirach 33 and verse 30. It says, if thou have a servant, let him be unto thee as thyself. And on one level, on another level, and your wife is kind of like a servant. All right, a woman is made to serve the man. All right, in righteousness. Not to be like a dog or, you know, a wild beast. But at the end of the day, a woman, she was made to serve the man. All right, so let's read this from the top. It's Sirach 33 and verse 30. It says, if thou have a servant, let him be unto thee as thyself. So if you have someone serving you, you have to treat that servant like you would want to be treated. All right. And the Lord, he even tells you that, I believe, in Colossians 3 and 22. He says, hey, servants, you got to respect your master, and master, likewise, you have to respect the servant. Although there's two different levels. All right, one man is a servant and one man is the master. If me being a servant, if I want to be respected, if I want to be treated right, I'm going to treat my master with respect, and I'm going to treat him right, and I'm going to expect him to do the same. I'm going to trust that he's going to do the same. Now, if I'm the master, if I want my servant to do the job right, I want my servant to respect me and do as I say, not only when I'm around, but also when I'm not around. I have to show respect to the servant. So there's a mutual respect that has to take place. All right. The master can't be dissing the servant and thinking that the servant is going to, you know, abide by that. Or the servant is going to honor him. No, when the servant sees that the master is not around, he going to whisper and say, man, fuck F master, man. I don't like this nigga. This man, he's always disrespecting me. I can't wait to put that man to death. And you got some servants, they're treated unrighteously, and they end up killing their master. You got women that get beat by their men. Their men slander them and treat them all types of ways, all right, and all abusively, in abusive ways. All right, and then the woman, she rises up one morning and she kind of stabs the husband and puts him to death. See, so you gotta respect your servants. You gotta respect your wife. All right. And it says, if thou have a servant, let him be unto thee as thyself. Me personally, hey, I live by respect. And my father, that's one thing he taught me, is respect. Your respect is key. Now, if I want somebody to respect me, I understand that I also have to respect them. I have to care for their feelings. I have to care for their emotions. I have to watch my tongue. I can't say anything out of my mouth because I have to be aware of my brother. I have to be aware of my sister. I understand that, look, if I say certain things to this brother, and he may not take that well. I understand if I, look at this brother or sister this in a certain way, they may not take that well. I'm treading lightly, not because I'm being a simp, Not because I'm scared of this person. It's because I respect this person and I want respect as well. All right? Reading on. It says, because thou hast bought him with a price. Now, when you get a wife, you did buy her with a price. All right? And you got to be a leader. When a woman lays down with you, she expects you to be a leader. Now, what leader takes no accountability? What leader do you know just disrespects their... What good leader? Because there is leaders that you know, they disrespect people. All right, and they walk all over people. You have those type of leaders. But what righteous leader do you know that's out there? They don't take no accountability for their errors. All right, they're treating people how they don't want to be treated. They throwing stones at people, but they don't want stones thrown at them. Those are unrighteous leaders that act like that. But a righteous leader, he's going to treat you, again, as we keep saying, as he wants to be treated. All right? Reading on, verse 31. It says, if thou have a servant, entreat him as a brother, for thou hast need of him. See that? And when you have a wife, and you do have need of your wife. Your wife is but your wife is a pillar of rest. See, when you can't trust anybody else, when you don't want to deal with any, or you know, you have problems with anybody else, right? All right, outside of you and your wife, you know, you may have beefs with other people, or you may feel like you can't trust other people. All right, or you feel like you can't tell other people your secrets. Guess what? You can always tell your wife your secrets. All right, for the most part, if she's a righteous woman, or if she's a woman that's really trying to serve the Lord, and you could tell your wife these secrets. And when you don't got nobody else on your side, you got your wife. All right? Hey, there's a lot of people that suffer from depression, whether they're men, or I'm gonna give the example of men. There's men out there that suffer of depression because they may feel like, look, the people around them in their circle, they can't be trusted. All right? So they kind of go into a shell, and then when they go home, they don't have no wife to look and say, look, you know, I'm dealing with this. You know, can you help me? What inspiring words, what uplifting words do you have for me? They don't have that. Then they just go into depression because now they're always in their thoughts. All right, and your thoughts can destroy you. When you're given into your mind will destroy you and break you down. When there's negative thoughts in there. See that? So when you have a wife, and you may feel like you can't depend on anybody else, but you always got that safety net at home. Look, you could talk to your wife. You and your wife can go over the scriptures. All right? Your wife will give you a listening ear. You may feel like nobody else gives you a listening ear, but your wife, she'll give you a listening ear. See that? So you have need of this servant or your wife. It says, entreat him as thine own soul. If thou entreat him evil, and he run from thee, which way wilt thou go to seek him? So if you treat this servant wickedly, and then now your servant runs away, I mean, what do you expect? All right, what the hell do you expect? Now, when you go back to even the days of slavery, why do you think that there was runaway slaves? Was it because Esau was treating them right? Or was it because Esau was treating them unrighteously? Dealing with them in wicked manners. That's why you have runaway slaves. All right? Now, I'm not telling you, because some brothers, again, they'll hear certain words and they'll take it and they'll run with it. Say, this brother's saying this when I'm really not saying that. All right? I'm not saying that the wife, just because, say a woman has a wicked man, he's being disrespectful or whatnot, he's being like a lion. I'm not saying that the woman has the right to leave, because she doesn't. Once you're married, she can't, the woman's not supposed to leave. All right? And then go and try to find another man. You can't do that. All right? That's off. That's breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And I'm not teaching that. That's not what I'm here for. But when you do treat your woman in an unrighteous manner, and then she tells you, look, I don't want to be with you, or she's threatening to leave you, I mean, brother, what do you expect? All right? What do you expect? If you're at work, you as the man, if you're at work, right? And your boss, you know, he's calling you a nigger. He's telling you to go F yourself. You ask for help, he said, go F yourself. I mean, are you going to stay under this man? Or are you going to kind of leave? You're going to want to leave. So again, it all comes down to having integrity. At the end of the day, you must have integrity. You have to have fairness in your mind. You have to understand, look, you know, hey, I am being wicked, so I do understand, look, she's trying to leave. So look, what am I going to do? I'm going to change my ways. And I'm going to trust that the Most High, he's going to have his hand upon this relationship, and he's going to heal everything once I do what I got to do. The Lord told you that. All right, let's get this in Sirach 27 and verse 3. This is Sirach 27 and 3. It says, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown. So if you're not holding yourself diligently in the works to the Lord, you're not keeping his commandments, you're not being upright, all right, your house is going to be overthrown, and more than likely it's going to be by your wife, and then it's going to trickle down to your children. All right, your children going to disrespect you, and your wife going to disrespect you, and then you have no power over your house. All right. So you brothers and sisters, you brothers that's watching this video, all right, you have to self-examine yourself. If you're having all types of strifes and debates with your wife, and she's disrespecting you, feel like she's not being submissive, you have to take a step back and retract and retreat and go into your mind and think, you know, am I treating her how I want to be treated? Do I speak to her like how I would want to be spoken to? Because you can't speak to somebody in a certain way and expect them to respect you. All right, it doesn't make any sense. And when you're disrespecting your wife and saying, you're wicked, you got men that's always calling their wives wicked. You're wicked. You're wicked. You're wicked. You always calling her, you're wicked. You're wicked. You're wicked. Like a damn child. That's a child. All right? You just always calling her wicked. She's not going to like that. All right? If say your father, right? Say you went to school and you was getting bad grades. All right? You know, when a child gets bad grades, that's a sign of lack of wisdom or understanding. All right, they're obviously not understanding what's being taught by the teachers. So they're just getting bad grades. And then when you go home, your dad, he always calling you stupid. Stupid. Why are you so damn stupid? You dummy. And he got a hat, he kind of put it on your head, and it says dunce. Are you going to go to school and pass your classes? Or are you going to go to school depressed and feeling like you're a dummy and stupid, and now you're just fretting yourself? You know, you may have the right answer, but then you always thinking, damn, my dad always calling me stupid, man, fuck this test. And you damn crumble up the test and throw it, and you don't even try the test, and you don't even try to pass the test, because subconsciously in your mind you've been programmed to think you're stupid. It's the same thing when a man is disrespecting his woman and slandering his woman and calling her all types of names. You're teaching her to hate herself. All right? Let me get this precept. I may close out with this one. All right, this is the book of Sirach 14 and verse 5. All right, this is Sirach 14 and 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? So if you're teaching a woman or someone to hate themselves, and the topic at hand is the woman, if you're teaching your woman to hate herself by calling her stupid and things like that and calling her out of her name, that's what you're doing. You're teaching her to have self-hatred. So ultimately, she's going to be evil to herself, meaning, I mean, obviously, if you hate yourself, that's being evil towards yourself. You don't even give yourself a chance. All right? You don't give yourself a fighter's chance, a puncher's chance, like they say in the world. He just said, I'm going to read it again. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? So if you're teaching your woman to hate herself, I mean, you can't expect her to have love towards you, to be submissive towards you. She don't even have respect for herself anymore. Now she feels like she's dumb. She's just wicked. She's just a tool. She's just something to be used. So now she has no respect for you, because now she has lost all respect for herself. Hey, that's teaching a woman an evil message against you. All right, this is Sirach 9:1. I love to pull this precept. All right, it says, be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. So when you're disrespecting your woman and you're not treating her right, you're ultimately teaching her an evil message against yourself. Then that same message you're broadcasting to her, don't be surprised when it bounces off of her and it goes on to you. Now she's disrespecting you and being all wicked and malicious and doing all types of devious things. All right? So I'm going to close out with this precept in the book of Sirach. I believe it's 27th chapter. Okay, this is Sirach 25 and verse... Bear with me 1 second. Slacky, let me find this precept. All right, this is the book. Okay, there we go. This is the book of Sirach 25 and 17. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. So again, the message I'm showing you here, hey, you may be dealing with a wicked woman, and ultimately you may have groomed her into that wickedness. All right. See, she might have been, an innocent girl. You got a lot of jakes, they turn innocent girls into harlots. Just by the way they treat them. That happens in the truth as well. A lot of you men do that to women. All right? You turn any positivity that they once had in them, and you turn it into negativity because of the negativity you're spewing out yourself. So then, her countenance, it changes. She's different towards you. She's no longer loving. Now she always got an evil eye towards you. All right? It says, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth this, shall sigh bitterly. See, your woman, she might start becoming all out of order. Now she's all out of order. And then you might be around the congregation, and then amongst the brethren and the sisters that's there, your wife might disrespect you in front of everybody. And you kind of going like this. Oh my gosh, what the hell's going on? All right, you kind of sad. All right. Now you're confounded. Now you're in a bad spot. All right. It says, and when he heareth this, shall sigh bitterly. And now you got hell on your hands, because now everybody's seeing your whole relationship. All right. And they're not seeing, the good part of your relationship. They seeing the wickedness that goes on. And if that's happening in front of everybody, I mean, I can only imagine what's going on at home. And damn, iron boards might be being thrown, hammers. People getting thrown through the wall. I mean, who could tell? It says, verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So again, it goes back to the point we started off with. All right, if you're not a righteous man, you're not being upright, ultimately the Lord's going to give you over to a wicked woman. So with that, I'm going to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, which the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai, which the world calls Jesus Christ. And Most High willing, this video be edifying to at least one brother or even to one sister. And with that, Kwam Yashala.